everybody, and welcome to Speech Week 4. I'm here to walk you through what you can expect from the assignments this week. So if you guys will get into Canvas with me and open up your modules, you will see underneath a new module, underneath Show and Tell, a new module, Personal Experience. And that's for this week, week 4, August 24th through the 28th. So first we have the in-class lesson. And this one is for anybody who's coming to school in class. We're going to go through this whole lesson together. And then you will just need to complete this exit slip at the end of class. Virtual students, you can join us for this lesson. In fact, I would love it if you would. So instead of having to just read through these slides on your own, and they won't make as much sense, please join us for one of these meeting times. They're listed here. There's the link to the Google Meet. You can just click it. And then you can join us for our class. I'm going to try to record one of those Google Meets, but I don't guarantee anything. So please try to hop on if you can. You've got 4 different times to show up, and we love to see you. Just like the in-person students, when you finish, you need to complete this exit slip. But unlike the in-person students, you're also going to need to draw your worst case scenario, from slide 2 and put that in the box below. If you show up to our live Google Meet, you can just show me on camera and you don't have to put it in the box below. All right, back to this week. That's the in-person lesson on stage fright. I promised that to you guys last week, and it's there to help cushion the blow of our first in-person speech, to get us ready, to help us overcome all those nerves. So what you're going to see underneath stage fright is more prep for that first speech. Here in personal experience is the actual assignment. These are the slides that introduce the speech, that tell you about what to expect. I'm going to record some short videos and embed them, kind of like I did with listening last week, but hopefully shorter and better and linked to each actual slide so that you guys can walk through the slides with me. This one really, we were sad to lose as an in-person lesson because we hate to introduce your first speech online. So I'm going to try to record myself to make up for it, especially as we introduce the speech and give you guys some models at the end. All right, the third thing in this week's module is a practice. And this is going to look both familiar and different. The familiar part is you are logging into Flipgrid to record a practice of yourself. Okay, for this, you're going to need to prepare your speech. You're going to need to have notes, and you're going to want to practice. What I want you guys to notice is that this assignment is due a little bit earlier in the week. I'm asking that you guys have it recorded by Wednesday night. So for those of you who come to class Monday or Tuesday, you will have gone through stage fright and then have a chance to begin working on your speech on your own. Those of you who come Thursday and Friday, you won't have gone through stage fright yet, so you're going to have to face the big bad Flipgrid on your own. Those of you who are virtual, I know so much of this is on your own, and this one is too. But the reason I want you to record by Wednesday is because unlike other speeches where you've recorded and posted and people are kind of supposed to watch you, but kind of don't, this time you're going to get a partner, actually a group of people, and that's linked here, who are going to watch your speech and you are going to watch theirs. So right here we've got group 1, Jasmine, Jalen, Cameron, and Sin. You guys are a group. That means on Wednesday, when your partners upload their Flipgrid speeches, you are going to watch theirs. All the yellow and white means is yellow students are virtual, white students are in person. You will see some of that probably change throughout the week, but still I want you guys to watch each other. I made some of these groups kind of large, and the only reason for that is that I think it's very beneficial to watch lots of different speeches and to see how people do. And also on the off chance that someone doesn't do it, you're not linked there with just one partner who didn't do their work. So that gives you all an opportunity to see lots of speeches. What are you going to do as you watch? Well, some of you guys have figured this out. A few of you haven't yet. There's actually a video comments feature, and you are going to comment on their practice, leaving them feedback on their content and delivery. If you want to get specific to the rubric, you can. And the rubric is included in those introduction slides from one assignment ago. So the assignment says personal experience. You can leave them feedback based on the rubric. You can just leave them general content and delivery feedback, but try for one compliment and one suggestion so that they have something to actually work with. The reason we're doing the practice before the first in-person speech is that unlike your recorded speeches, you can't do this one over in the same way. So practice allows you that kind of do-over. The comments from your classmates allow you to see how well your message is being received. Just like we talked about this past week in delivery, if your audience is receiving your message, then you know you're doing a good job and to keep it up. If something about your message is not getting through either because of your content or your delivery, you need to know that so you can adjust for your in-person speech next week. And next week we will be gathering on our in-person day to do these speeches in the auditorium. Don't worry, not on stage, but in the auditorium so we have a larger space and we can better socially distance so our speaker can take off his or her mask. Please also note this down here. This is not your personal experience speech. I will not count this as your personal experience speech grade. This is a practice and this is for a grade. Your personal experience speech must be delivered in class. And virtual students, I'm going to work my best to help you guys be part of our class and to dial in during one of those class periods so that you can give your speech there. Alternately, we might meet that Wednesday during that virtual time and have you guys all dial in on Google Meet and do your speeches in that way. So you have that kind of live experience. So I'll give out more details on that toward the end of this week, reaching out to you virtual students, especially so we can work that out. All right, that brings us to the end of the module this week, the end of personal experience. So 2 things on your own, 1 thing in class or dialed in virtually. If you have any questions on those, please do ask. I'm more than happy to help. And I look forward to seeing you all in class and virtually dialed in this week.